Hello my friends, my name is Veikku and today I decided to do a review on Kingdom Rush Origins because I bought this game, I played the game and I really loved it and I felt like I really do want to talk about this. Now Kingdom Rush is a game series. There are other Kingdom Rushes. This one is Origins. It was just released in this month, couple of days ago, on Nintendo Switch. I think you can also get it on Steam. Anyways, so it's a tower. If you guys don't know what it is, it's a cool tower defense game, and it's really simple. But this why I wanted to do review on this particular game is because this is one of the best tower defense games I've ever played in my life, and all the other Kingdom Rush games have been awesome. As I saw that this Origins was coming to sale on Nintendo Switch, I bought it immediately, and as soon as the game was released, I played it through like in a couple of days, neglecting everything other that I should have done. Anyways, it's a pretty simple game. You can choose language. There's a lot of language options, music, there's credits, and then you just start the game. And yeah, let's go ahead and look at the game a little bit further. Alright, my friends, so here's what the game looks like. This is an overworld map, which is pretty simple game. The game starts with only one map available, and after that you beat the first stage, you get the second stage, you beat the second, you get the third. You guys get the idea. Now, what is really cool about this game is, first of all, look at the graphics. It looks really nice. They haven't like tried too much, but it's simple, but it looks very nice. Now, as you start to play a map, you can only play as it's tended. As you guys can see in the left corner, there's campaign, heroic, iron. Now you have to beat it first regularly, and after that you can go and try different challenges. You can try heroic, which makes the map harder, so you can challenge yourself even further, and then you have always an iron challenge, which takes 2 of your towers away and gives you 2 towers. This game also has 4 different difficulties actually, so which to choose from, and the difficulties work very nice. The easy is pretty chill and you can just have a good time, and medium is challenging, and if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to be a little bit of hard time, but you'll get a hang of it. And the most difficult one, why I first set 3, because you can only get the most difficult one after you beaten the game once. So I have already beaten the main story, but now let's look further what the game actually looks like. As I said, you can choose from 3 difficulties in the beginning. And as you guys can see, it's a good challenge, hardcore, play at your own risk, complete the campaign to unlock this mode. So let's just try the regular mode, and as you guys can see, you have only 1 stage available for you. So let's begin. I'm just going to show you, because the first map shows you the basic principle of the game, and like, look at these graphics. It's simple, but it looks really nice. So there is a story mode here. The cutscenes are really short. They're easy to follow. There is a story here behind this, but this game mostly focuses on the gameplay. In my opinion, this is just to show. So here's how you play the game. Build defensive towers along the road to stop them. Don't let enemies past this point. So what's basically going to happen is well, let's talk about the towers first. So in tower defense, you have towers. Usually you can't move any forces, so the enemy is going to come from other side and try to get to the other side. Now this game has 4 different towers, as you guys can see. There's the archer tower, barracks, mage tower, and let's just call that one catapult. I can't remember the name Stone Druids is this one, Mystic Mage, Barracks, Archer Towers. So you can build 4 towers. So the Stone Druid is slow, it deals a lot of damage. Mystic Mages, multi-shot, armor piercing, and you can also train soldiers to block your enemies. So let's see. As you guys can see this one's very slow, but it has a high damage. This one's fast, it has low damage, so you get the idea. You have to, different opponents resist different types of attacks. So here we go. I'm not going to dwell on this first map too long, but I'm just going to show you how this works. This is the first game, and look at the graphics. As I said, they're pretty nice. And, well, obviously the first map starts with the most basic of the enemies. Average speed, low health, pretty much no resistances, but some enemies can have high resistances from magic, and so you have to use archer towers, or they might high defenses, so you need to figure out different ways, maybe use magic. Anyways, this is how you need to stop the enemy. This is how the game... So the basic idea is that every time you complete stage, you'll earn stars, and the better you did and the less enemies you let through, the more stars you will earn. It's a very basic idea, but it works very nicely, because now you can buy upgrades. You can use these stars to increase the 4 towers, to make them better. They have longer range, more damage, some become cheaper, or the soldiers from the barracks have more health. And you also have 2 spells, actually 3 spells in this game, but we'll talk about the third one in just a bit. You can call in defenders, and you can also use a thunderbolt, and you can basically upgrade the spells even better. So it's really cool, and as you guys can see, it's simple, but you can influence, you can make it you can personalize it to what suits you better and your game strategy. Not too much, but just enough. So what towers do you like to use, and what's your game style? Now, I think we already covered quite well of what is this game all about, but let's talk about why this game is so good. First of all, I bought this on Nintendo Switch, and it works so nice. You can use the touchpad. This completely works with only the touchpad, or you can use the controller and play it on your TV, and the controllers are very nice. Now, what this game has, it has heroes. So you can choose one hero on the level, and the hero will help you throughout the map. And as you guys can see, there's quite a bit of variety between the heroes. There's a lot of heroes you can use, and all of them are different. As you guys can see, like Eridan, now it has low defenses but average speed, quite a low attack. But then again, we have Prince Denas, has medium armor, a lot of HP. You guys get the idea. Slow. Some guys are slow, high attack, and then there's the glass cannons. And all of the heroes have 5 different abilities or stats you can increase. So as you use your hero, the hero will level up, but you need to use the hero in order to level it up. For example, Cathat it's a glass cannon, but it's pretty fast, and it shoots from she shoots from far away, and they all have different spells. And the third spell is depending on what hero you use. So this one has Fairy Dust, so it will put your enemies to sleep, and there's a cooldown timer. It varies between the heroes. This dragon calls 3 little dragons to set the earth on fire. Now let's demonstrate the heroes a little bit. So I have chosen the dragon hero. As you guys can see, this is pretty much the only character you can use. Here's the reinforcement spell we spoke earlier. Now I have upgraded to the max in my saved game, so we're quite far in the game, so it's pretty difficult. But yeah, there. First of all, they'll be basic melee units with not very good stats, but as you upgrade them, they'll become ranged. They have ranged attack, and lastly they'll be mounted. Their HP will increase, and you get the idea. Now, the third spell that I spoke of, like this hero has, it calls 3 little dragons to set the ground on fire and do a lot more damage to the enemies. And as you guys can see, the enemies are once again different. So usually you have to play three stages with the same enemies, and as soon as you learn the enemies, they will actually change. So different levels, they go on with the story mode, and they'll of course become much more difficult. Now, what is cool about this map? This map also has, whoa, I'm going to lose, but I'm just trying to demonstrate. There's little things in the map, like this map you can freeze enemies, these are completely free. And here's the last spell, Thunderstorm, so we don't lose. I have upgraded, so it will slow enemies. Now, the reinforcements, it does a lot of damage and it slows enemies, the Thunderbolt. Now, reinforcements, as you guys can see, it's much more faster, cooler timer, and the more Thunderbolt has a lot slower, but it does a lot more damage and it's very useful, so you need to be smart about how you use the different spells. Now, all of the heroes are unique, but they're pretty fair and balanced, so right now you're probably thinking, what is the best hero, or... but the hero system is not stupid. And what I mean by that, if you find a hero that you really like, you can just pretty much play through the whole game with that hero. Now, if you're asking, is there a difference? You guys saw the dragon. Now, this is the first one. And let's see, this, like, there was 3 dragons that set the ground on fire, and this guy provides you with arrows. Now, like, in my opinion, maybe the dragon is better than the first hero of the game, but you can quite just as easily play with this character through the game also. So what I think, the heroes look really nice. So pretty much just choose the one you look is cool. All of them have unique lines. They speak differently. They say something goofy or different, and they're actually very nicely. By the way, this game has awesome soundtracks. I'm going to increase the volume a little bit, so just listen. And like, different maps have different music, so like every map feels different. And as you guys can see, there's always something little bit different in every map. There's little archers in the top, and they will assist you. And different maps have different things. There might be a little monkey walking on a rope on the bottom screen. It doesn't do anything in the game, but if you touch it, you'll get an achievement. So there's also always something little. You have to look every map. There's something hiding there, or something you can maybe touch or interact with. I think one of the maps has Obelix. If you touch the Obelix, you will feed it with. Now, before I show you more of the unique features in the maps, like, sorry, look at this map again. It looks really nice. There's a really good music. It's really atmospheric, and there's these little gnomes. Now, I'm playing on this on television, so I can't right now. Well, I'm recording. So, but if you have the touchscreen, you can actually squash these little gnomes, as you can see, and you can get an achievement from here. Now, before I show you more cool features, let's talk about the towers. So, as I said, simple upgrades. You upgrade them 3 times just to increase the power, and pretty much it makes the tower better. But after that, there's a unique scenario. You can choose to upgrade 2 different upgrades. So, as you guys can see, this archer tower goes 2 ways. Golden longbows, arcane archers. Arcane archers is faster, it has lower attack, and golden longbow has a lot more reach, but it's a lot more slower but more powerful. So let's see, if you go with Arcane Archers, you can upgrade a burst arrow that does explosive damage, or you can put enemies to sleep. So all of the towers have different ways they work, and they work really nicely. I wouldn't say like there's one tower that's a lot better than the others, but you kind of need a combination of all of them. Now, as you upgrade the barracks, these soldiers will be able to use ranged attacks. Now, let's start the match, and I'm going to show you something like little cool things that this game has. So here's a little side game that you can play. It's a little color memorizing game. And now the little gnome gives you some money, and if you can complete all of them, you'll get some achievements. Now let's do it again, and this gets always more difficult. And this goes quite a long way. Now you can imagine when we're towards the end game, there's a lot of enemies try to play this little game, but this keeps the game interesting. There's always something new to wait in a new map. Now, I don't want to spoil all of the stuff for you guys, but here, that's just one treat. And also, the maps have some unique, like in this one, unique features. You can squash a little plant that poisons the enemies. It takes some time to recharge, but once again, every map is a little bit different. Alright, my friends, last stage of the last map of the main storyline. I thought I'd show you how to beat the main boss. Now, I don't want too much spoilers, so let's not go too deep into the storyline, but basically there's an evil wizard standing on top there, and the spider's bad, and now this looks confusing, but just sit back, relax. Like, this game does really well with the upgrades and with the towers. So basically what happens, when you first start, you can't upgrade, you can only build the towers, you can't upgrade anything, and as you proceed the game will give you pretty much one upgrade per map. So eventually you will learn all of the towers one by one, so at this point you'll definitely know what to do. So I might not be able to talk too much, let's see. I need to focus. But basically, we need to beat the big spider, and first we need to get through this wave. Now I'm using the dragon, because the dragon lives forever. No. This looks really confusing, but basically I'm not doing anything. The towers do all... When you build the tower does all of the battles, so I'm just basically chilling, trying to keep everything together. Yeah, and as I said, at this point you'll definitely know what to do, so... And basically you just build the towers, and the towers battle on their own, so... At least we survived the wave. Now let's see, there's a little cutscene. Alright. Look at the music, listen to the music, it's so good. Mine. Alright. So these guys were greedy, and now we have to battle. This game has boss fights, and there's smaller boss fights throughout the game, and they're very well executed. Basically, the boss comes on the stage, you need to beat it, and that's about it. It's really strong. Usually, even the hero can't tank it, so... Now we just need to defeat. If you have no idea what's going on, there's a big spider on the left corner. We need to defeat it. Wish me luck. Let's do this. And it's doing all sorts of shenanigans. I'll try my best. If you do eventually buy the game and it's a little bit difficult, maybe you can see what towers I built and what I used. Let's call in the storm. So the spider changes places now. Unfortunately, this is actually really bad. Like, the spider destroys towers. Now, I played this already through, so I knew this was gonna happen. The spider destroys your towers, so you need to have a little bit of money with you so you can replace them. So I was already prepared, but first time this really caught me off guard. Let's see, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Like, it's not easy, and it destroyed once again. Trying to keep the hero near. Let's try this. And I'm just going to build the archer towers because it's good against the spiders and it's the cheapest one pretty much, so... Basically you need to defeat the big spider and the other enemies will go on for till you beat the big spider, so you pretty much need to hold off until the big opponent is taken care of. Don't speak too much. Ah! Like, there's a lot of spiders here. Last time I played... Alright. Yo, my friends! We did it. Like I said, cool graphics, cool animations. Let's not make this too long. Yay! There's a little cutscene. I'm not going to show you too much of the ending. So that's Kingdom Rush Origins. Now I said this was going to be a review, but however you wanna rate it, I'm definitely going to give it 5 out of 5. Now I know it's a little bit boring on a review to just have only positive to say, but the reason why I did this is because this is the best tower defense game I've played. There's plenty of other ones, really good, but this is by far one of the best ones. There's you can use heroes, the level up system is really nice. The game probably looked a little bit confusing towards the end, but the game does a really nice job on teaching you all of the stuff, and it's not like boring teaching long intros and long tutorials and stuff like that, but like in the beginning you won't get everything, and it goes stage by stages. This game has a lot of cool boss fights, great soundtracks. The maps only took like 10 to 15 minutes to beat. I think the last level took me like 5 minutes or something like that. So it's a really cool game if you have like chores or something like that to do. Anyways, this was Kingdom Rush Origins. Now if you like the content, please do subscribe, no pressure, leave a like. It's up to you. Really good game. I think it's on Steam. It's definitely on Nintendo Switch. It's just released. It didn't cost too much, but I'm not here to promote the game. I just wanted to show you the game, and I enjoyed it, and hope you guys enjoyed my video. Now comment below anything that comes to mind regarding this game. Is there something that I forgot? What questions do you have about the game, or just comment hello if you like. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. It really means a lot to me to enjoy these games with you guys. My name is Veikku. See you in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye bye.